How can you say that? Guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Sian and I love to talk about books. Today we're going to do a video reading some 1-star ratings of my favourite books. I saw Mariana do this is where I got the idea from. I thought what better way to spend my afternoon than having my soul crushed by people saying really mean things about books I love. First things first. If you're one of my friends watching this, you didn't see anything. My friends have a running joke that I'm apparently addicted to these, but I literally haven't had one since September. It's February today, guys. Get a grip. God, that's good. Right, let's get into it then. What should we start with? Ooh, I wonder if I can filter by like my top rated books, like the books that I've given 5 stars. Should we see what people have to say about them? Yes, I think that's a good place to start, you know? Let's start with The Truths We Burn by Monty J. Okay. I have nothing positive to say about Rook. His name is already a turn-off, just like his book. 1 star for the last chapter because it was from Thatcher's POV. No, this book was everything. Okay, somebody said, Rook and Sage, the names are as dry as this book. Somebody gassed Rook up big time because he thought he was some big shotter. Girl, shut up before I give you a wedgie. And then they've put, silly little barn animal. The guy was as stupid as his name. What? There's some things here that I don't think it's okay to say on camera. Somebody said, shiver me timbers, Rook and insufferable Sage. God, you guys are hating on them. No, this makes me sad. Let's have a look at Still Beating by Jennifer Hartman. Somebody said, look at me, saying I would DNF more books this year and then still finishing this one. Where's the clown emoji when you need it? Oh, here it is. And then like 100 clown emojis. There is seriously a lot of clown emojis in this review. This review is huge. They've rated it 1 star and then gone in. They went in on this book. What the hell? Wow, I don't know how people could dislike this book. Someone said, this author describing Dean Asher as a bad boy. Ha, ha ha, ha ha. But where though? Oh, okay, this one's gonna hurt me. 5 Brothers by Penelope Douglas. Okay, let's see what people have to say. This book made me question if trees regret becoming paper. Seriously, what a terrible day to have eyes. First of all, I need a shelf called Extremely Stupid Names. I thought Den of Vipers, which I also did not like, was the biggest offender, but sadly a new player has entered the game. Yeah, the brothers' names are a little bit wild in this book, I can't lie. I still devoured it. Oh my god, that tastes so good. Ooh, somebody said, Penelope Douglas, you're fading. This book was so good. You guys, someone said, have I totally left my slutty side behind? Like, how can you not enjoy this? This plot was given. I have so much to say, but I'm genuinely so mad that I can't make myself form proper sentences. So the FMC's name is Christian and it's spelled K-R-I-S-J-E-N, which really, really irked me to no end, but every time I saw the word, I wanted to say Chris-Jen, not Christian. But I had to force myself to like visualize it as the way Christian is spelled. But somebody's put Chris Jen in capitals, never once shut the fuck up. Honestly, I was so confused during the entire book, could not tell you what happened even if I tried. Okay, say you swear. I swear to God, if anybody's given this a 1 star, oh, there's 1 stars. Behave yourself. Stop it. Somebody said, OMFG, this book is awful. How the hell does it have a 4.6 rating? Because it's absolutely incredible, that's why. 0 stars. I don't make the rules, it's just the way it is. Nah. Oh, this is hurting me. Someone says, I absolutely hated this. Chase got on my fucking nerves. Ariana pissed me the fuck off. And how the fuck was Noah so fucking perfect? That's the whole point, that Noah's perfect. Come on. He doesn't get the best book boyfriend title for nothing. This man is perfect. Somebody says no, full stop. Book Talk lied to me. No, we didn't. We really didn't. This book was everything. Stop it. Someone says this book would be better if all the characters died. That is ruthless. No, you can't say that. Oh, I need to come off. I can't read anymore. No, I'm sorry, I can't read anymore. One last rainy day. Oh, please, don't say bad things. Oh, yeah, there is 1-star reviews. Oh, someone said, thank God it's over. I was lied to. Oh, someone's called this book hot garbage, and that's being kind. Are you joking? Are you actually joking me? This book had me in a chokehold. I sobbed at the end of this book. It literally ripped my heart out all over again. Oh my God, the amount of people that have said DNF. Somebody's just straight up wrote boo and a thumbs down. Someone else has said, why write about him after the fact? Maybe because we're all obsessed with him. Maybe because he deserved better. Maybe because we were heartbroken. I'm feeling like this is a personal attack. The Fisherman by C.P. Harris. This is an romance. This made it on my God tier list. Let's see what people have to say. Oof, DNF'd at 50%. I started to hate the characters. How? Somebody says, I lost 2 days of my life. This book was so beautiful. Someone says, so Wattpad, DNF. Don't be so mean. Gothicana by Runix. My own review was, oh my lordy lord, in love with this book. I feel like I need to have a thick skin to read this one. This is the worst book I've ever read. No, I would give this negative stars if I could. This is the worst book I've ever read, and that includes Zodiac Academy. This has no plot. The characters are terrible, the plot has plot holes, and the author knows this and chooses to acknowledge them at the end and be like, yeah, weird, we don't know who murdered so-and-so. I wish this had ended with Vad getting stabbed. This book was everything to me. Somebody says, oh, I'm so mad right now because I wanted answers and I need them, a lot of them. If you want to read this book and expect to get answers about what happened, then do not read this because you do not get them. It was left with some sort of element of mystery, but there's also supposed to be a prequel book that comes out after it. It was supposed to be released in... I'm sure it was supposed to be released in 2023 or 2024, and Runix hasn't released it yet. But I was so immersed in this universe. I loved it. It's so bad I want to give it a 0, but that's not possible, so I give you a 1. Everything about this book was cliche and cringe, from the not like other girls MC to the broody love interest with the most creepy lines. Somebody's put, LOL, I'm not laughing. DNF'd at 43% after homegirl lost her virginity in a car to her professor and knew I was done. Girly, I know that was not comfortable for you. And I don't have it in me to finish this book where she's the epitome of I'm not like other girls, because she's a witch with purple eyes and the professor is silver-eyed. The amount of times this trait was mentioned. Oh, someone said, worst book I've ever read, like hands down. One quote from the book, his eyes had been whispering dirty things that made her skin flush just imagining them. And then this person's written, not only does this make virtually 0 sense, it also managed to make me gag. Oh, why are people tearing this apart? I can't cope. Darling Venom. Okay. What did I even read? I have never been this annoyed with a character in my life. She was so annoying and selfish. The dude was nearing his 40s and still acted like a teenager. Grow up, oh my God. The book didn't need to be this long. The first few chapters had so much potential, but after the brother's death, it just got so bad. Oh my God, it was so bad. I wasted so much time on this shit. 700 pages of cringe. You have to be kidding me. Someone said, no thank you. I genuinely think this is one of the dumbest books I've ever read. Nope, last time I take a book recommendation that hasn't been vetted, I should have known that the internet couldn't be trusted. This book was so beautiful. What are you even saying? This book was so beautiful. No. It's giving Wattpad fanfic in the worst possible way. It really wasn't. It really wasn't at all. It was, wow. People are brutal. God of Fury. This book is everything to me. Let's see what mean people have to say. If you've read God of Fury, Nikolai is very, like, he's bisexual and he's very sexual in general. He refers to his as Kolya, which is like a Russian name. This person said, I spent a lot of time trying to figure out who Kolya is because he speaks to him a lot, but then it turned out to be his dick. And a clown emoji. fair point. Somebody's given it 1 star and just written woof. Somebody said, I wish they were not gay. Well, it was an romance, so what did you think? Like, do people not realise what an romance is? Come on, people. It's 2025. If I took a shot every time Nico called Bran baby, I'd be dead from alcohol poisoning. This was a complete waste of time. This book was incredibly bad. There were so many things I hated that I don't even know how to put them into words. The fact Rena Kent fans think this is her best work just goes to show how bad the rest is. Her book's so good. What? Nah, come on, people. Like, is it because people aren't into dark romance? Because, like, a lot of it is taboo. That's the point. Like, a lot of the things in dark romance isn't for everybody, and it does invoke the shock factor, and it does make you be like, what the hell? It is dark romance for a reason. Like, it's not all gonna be sunshine and rainbows, do you know what I mean? I have once again been catfished by TikTok recommendations and people gushing over this book. I honestly should have known better than that, and I have no one to blame but myself. I was so excited, ... for nothing. 5 stars for Brandon though. No, I need to come off this. No, Nico and Bran were actually everything. I've reread that book so many times I can't even tell you. Their story is probably going to be one of my favourites for the rest of time. Fight me. 4th Wing. Oh no, this hurts. Somebody got an arc of it and gave it 1 star. Did not finish. I'd like to know if I'm actually reading the same book as everyone else. This is the worst piece of literature I've read in a long while. Some of you are about to be real mad at me, but this is awful. Also, if this is enemies to lovers, then oh how the mighty have fallen. The second-hand embarrassment. Girl, get up. Set back women's rights by a century. Zayden wears skinny jeans and that comment has got 3,000 likes. Who had a gun to the head of everyone who rated this 5 stars? I didn't give it 5 stars, I gave it 4.5. I knocked off half a star for the world building and stuff because I did find some of it a little bit confusing, but that doesn't mean this book wasn't everything to me. I need you all to start having some standards for the books you read. Absolutely cancerous. You guys are brutal. You guys live in Delulu land if you think this book is good, not sorry. The Right Move by Liz Tomford. Let's see what people have to say about Ryan Shea. It does have 1 star. Do you know, I think every book in the world there's probably always going to be somebody who absolutely despises it and would have rather have saved the tree, do you know what I mean? More like The Wrong Move, DNF'd at 55%. This is too corny, no thank you. Plus, he's supposed to be an antisocial closed-off man who only likes his sister, but he was ready to change everything in his life after two days of meeting her. What the fuck? I'll never trust y'all ever again. I read the sentence, I'm not like other girls, and deleted it from Kindle. Bye. Never trusting BookTok Rex ever again. If you told me this book was written by a child, I would definitely believe you. I cannot express how annoying I thought Indy was and how much that made me hate the entire story. It was giving Wattpad with how it never ended also. Indy is terrible. Let's check Wild Eyes by Elsie Silver because this book was unreal. A wild day to have eyes because mine sure suffered reading this. The opening scene was a fucking mess and the book didn't get any better. It would have been better if the bear ate them both. The end. I wish that bear had eaten her, to be honest. This book is horrible and a big smiley face. Somebody's put wild side eye. Stopped reading in chapter 2 when the parrot appeared. What the fuck? This book was so good. Like, someone's quoted the bit in the book where Skylar says, but there are babies, talking about the bear. And then this person's written, bitch, use your brain. That is so fair, like that is valid. Somebody said palette cleanser awful. How can I get my time back? Someone said, Elsie Silver, don't piss me off. 0 stars, I actively lost brain cells reading this book. People are so mean. Oh no, they're so mean. I'm gonna do one last one. We're gonna finish strong with Binding 13. Also, how nice is my phone case? So my review was obviously 5 stars and I put, oh my god, and that ending, running for book 2 immediately. The worst $6 I've ever spent in my motherfucking life. Reading this book was the equivalent to ripping out each individual hair follicle on my head. I could make a drinking game of how many times A, Shannon's called tiny, and B, Johnny talks about his dick, but I die of alcohol poisoning. No way y'all are liking this. It was so good. Cringy, rolled my eyes about 100 times, cheesy, bad writing, bad, horrible, hated the dialogues with my whole entire being, cringe. Don't read this, it's so bad I can't bother to write a bad review. Final tally for the number of times that FMC was described as tiny, small and frail, 90. This book turned into a hate read faster than Shannon could trip over herself and apologise. Over 700 pages. Why in God's name was this so long? Sorry, but this book gave me Wattpad 2.0 vibes, and while I liked that 5 years ago, I don't anymore. This shit came straight from Wattpad. Apologise to the trees, Chloe Walsh. They're wailing in anguish over dying for this unflushable shit. There is no way this isn't a social experiment. There is no way you'll like this book. Very heavy material, but it felt so exploitative. Why must we give copious amounts of abuse to characters to make them strong or deep? Why is this a trope? And then she's quoted, "She was almost like a child. She was so small, little Shannon." Then the girls put, what, are we okay? Are our fathers present? I am in genuine shock the reviews are this positive, about to pull up to Claire's to get a lobotomy. Shannon is such a pathetic crybaby, and a vomit emoji. Couldn't stand her one bit. Honestly, it's a miracle I finished this book. I seriously don't know why everybody on the internet says it's an amazing book. I thought it would get better further into the story, but it didn't. Save yourself some time, don't read this one. This book was so long for nothing, and why was he so concerned that she was 2 years younger? Sweetheart, that's literally fine. It's actually wild to me how people can rate these books that I've loved so much and still love and talk about so low. 0 stars, 0.5 stars, nah, come on. Be so for real right now. That was actually very entertaining though, I can't lie. If you did make it this far though, thank you. Thank you for watching. If you want to leave me a comment of some book recommendations, I'm really getting into fantasy this year, so I'd love to know some of your favourites. And don't forget to subscribe because I post videos every week.